Well, here it is, the video where I introduced myself as the YouTube Poop News broadcaster. You know how you look through your old YouTube poops and you find stuff that just makes you go, ugh? Well, this first episode feels exactly like that. I look back at some of this stuff and I just think, God, what was I thinking? Like this long-ass intro right here. This was the first time I had ever touched Sony Vegas. This video right here. I had originally made that intro in Movie Maker, and people told me I should get Vegas so the show would look better, and I did. Except, the bad thing is I got Vegas Movie Studio instead of the Pro thing, so I was really screwed. And I knew when I made that picture right there that it was going to be a piece of shit and people wouldn't like it. That's why I put that MS Paint lol thing. But hey, I had to have something. I'm camera shy. I can't get in front of a camera and yak. Back when I made this video, I was just then getting out of the whole dinner spaghetti crap. But even though I had gotten past that, I still hadn't got past... Oh, Walrus guy. I thought he was God back then. I remember clearly how I was struggling to find words when I was saying stuff. I didn't even have my good microphone back then. Back then I was using my Acer's built-in laptop mic, which of course sucked ass, and you could hear the coolant fan running. When I first got Vegas, I thought it was so damn cool that you could render a video in HD quality, so I tried to render everything in HD. And this was the first video I ever rendered, and as you can tell, it was really out of sync. And look at there, I bothered to screen cap shit back then. I just don't have that kind of determination anymore. Cam Studio. I knew nothing about clicking maintain aspect ratio back then neither, so every video that I put up in the video was always letterboxed somehow, just like that screen cap. And I love how Walrus Guy made this DVD thing that you could download, and it's like, what is it, like 20 parts of 90 megabyte RARs? I gotta give him credit there. He knows how to stick it to the sumbitches who have bad internet connections. That would be like if Boogity Boo took down Toys Gone Wild and let kids download it, but the download was like 20 gigabytes. But I bet you anything, those brainwashed fanboys sat there and tried to download every piece of that. It's gone. I wonder if anybody even remembers the old Dragon Force video anymore. Who made that? I've seen the actual source video for it flying around in certain tennises and shit, but I ain't seen the actual video in a while. I know Bros is still up. I doubt that's ever gonna go. I remember when I first saw that video, I hated it because it had rape in it. No, I really would like to see it again because I don't remember most of it.
But here's the thing that still puzzles even this reporter.
Listen at me trying to sound important. This reporter. I used to say crap like that all the time. Our top story tonight, breaking news. I don't do that crap anymore. YouTube Poop News is not a news show. It's just me yapping about shit. But I really wanted it to be like a news show back then. I wish I still had that clip right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, YouTube! There's been so many instances where I needed that.
Don't fuck with you, MG.
Again, trying to make a clever joke. And you can really tell how desynced it gets right about this part. This first episode got really desynced. And there's Cam Studio again. 13,533 views. I wonder how much it has now. Man, every now and then I still miss the old YouTube layout. Alright, now this part is going to need a little bit of explaining. I used to do this on almost every show when I was back doing the early episodes. I used to have this thing I called the other shit. This is where I talked about sources and where to get them, and also where I would feature a poop and then make a review of a poop. I'd do all kind of stuff for this. After a while, it just turned into a reason to kill time to put that intro in there. Even during the early episodes, I always used the Biker Yoshi to represent myself. And the reason I always did was because I used to have this Windows Movie Maker poop. I considered it the only decent Movie Maker poop I ever made. And it was alright. I did some pretty advanced word splicing in it for Movie Maker, which it sounded like crap because it was Movie Maker. This video was also made about the time Kiro Bomber was ripping the CDI games. He wouldn't be able to rip the Zelda games until way later on. I was already doing the second season of YouTube Poop News. I think that video's still up, the one where I talk about that. Also, on a funny note, I never told anybody this, but I will now. That's not really the HD Hotel Mario that you're seeing there. I couldn't get the AVIs to work in my Vegas, so what I did was I actually took the Ratmus Hotel Mario WMV thing, and I knew nobody would tell the difference because YouTube would make it compressed and fuzzy anyway. The ones with the letterboxes were the AVIs. I had just converted them with a media converter or something. I remember I was really obsessed with Thunder Force music at this time, so there was a lot of that in these early episodes. This was before Sabrina. This was before I was a big FPS fag. I was playing Sega Genesis games. I was kind of a Sonic fag still. And I don't think I was even a furry yet. No, I wasn't. I really didn't go that route until like the third episode or so. I love how I said I would review poops in this, and all I really did was feature bits and pieces of them. And why did I show He Touched Me Inappropriately? Everybody hated that video, and I really didn't like it that much. I just showed it off because I thought it was a popular video. I still don't understand how that video got 1,000,000-something views. And I like how at the end, when I said that I reviewed it, I gave it an 8 out of 10 because it used a couple of old memes. Looking back, that's all that video was. And I don't know why, but I thought censor bleeps were the best gay nigger back then. I thought as soon as I heard that beep, I would wet my pants and start laughing so fucking hard. I'm an idiot.
Back in the days when Movie Maker was the norm, He Touched Me Inappropriately broke grounds as being one of the most viewed.
Oh god, I hate myself. I called it groundbreaking. I just want to go back to June 2009 and punch Stuart K. Riley in the face. But hey, it was my first news show. I didn't know what I was doing.
Because of the clever use of censor bleeps.
You heard it from my mouth, the clever use of censor bleeps. Implying that censor bleeps are clever.
Mama Luigi and Bagel. Those were funny memes back in their day, but thanks to us, the poopers, we wore them out.
Would you believe me if I told you I have a different opinion on that too? I still think Mama Luigi is a decent source. I didn't back then, but I really didn't know what to do with it. Now I do. And I also love how I treated how Metallica became famous as a brand new groundbreaking poop when it was, I think it was actually a year old at this time. Isn't it from 2008? I have no hatred against how Metallica became famous though. It was a great idea and it's a great little piece of music. I like it. As a matter of fact, I think it was an awesome idea, and I actually want to do something like that soon with something. Well, that's my commentary on the first video I ever made for YouTube Poop News. Y'all can go ahead and skip to the next one or the one after that. I don't care. And cut it off. I don't know.